Yo, what up, y'all? This is your boy Food Junkie, just coming at you with a little bit of content. I know y'all call this the quote unquote beefing sector, and that's all we do because that's all we do is talk about each other. But I actually give real content. This is what I do, this is who I am, and it is what it is. Of course, I'm gonna throw a little shade at you. Of course, that's what I do as well. And that is all part of the what? Quote unquote beefing sector. But yeah, it's on the title. People under the stairs. What I'm doing right now is not really a trash or treasure project, but it is more of a project of getting my stuff. What's up, Deanna? How you doing, baby? It's more of a me finishing up the space that I did in my um, basement under the stairs. So, without other further ado, here we go. This is the little door that I painted and attached to the space that the people put under the stairs. It's a small door. It's about a half door right here, but you see the molding, you see the um, hinges, and you see the lock for the door. So that's that right there. And what we do right now is we're going to open this up. I already cleared it out. I already swept it up. I already discarded the waste down here. Down here, there was the extra paint and stuff like that. As you can see, the little wall right there is some drywall. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that right there the way it is because it's just extra storage right here. But without further ado, I'm gonna lay some carpet tiles. I think I need to turn this around. Okay, yeah. Can y'all see it still? Y'all can see it. Cool. So I need about 3 carpet tiles in order to finish this up right here, you guys. This is the first one that I'm going to lay. As we lay, put that one right there. I already cut out the space right here for the corner right here that gonna go right there. So those two are laid. I measured that little space right there. It's 10 inches. See the space right here? It's 10 inches. So I have a 2 foot by 2 foot carpet tile. Have some extra cardboard. You know, I don't let anything go to waste from moving and packing. How I measure this is I'm sure the tools I need a ruler, a yardstick, I should say, or ruler. Mine is magnetic. This is one I use, one of the old ones I use for my sewing projects. You need a utility knife. You need measuring tape, and you need a pen, marker, and or Sharpie. So, damn, y'all can't see this. Okay. I'll show it to y'all this way. Y'all don't judge me. So I can't see what y'all saying right now. This is the carpet tile. This is the floor. This is the little rug, like that. I want it to be kind of like mixed match. So since that one's going vertically, I'm doing this one horizontally. So this way. It's 10 inches. Yeah, 10 inches. So I'm gonna measure from here in 10 inches. Y'all won't be able to see that part, but I'll show it to you when I'm finished measuring it. So where's my, right here. So I'm gonna go from the corner in, measure 10 inches. Actually 10 1/4 inches is what it actually is. Measure 10 1/4 inches with this pen. I'm gonna measure in like 4 different spots. At the base, toward the middle, because that's how you keep your edges or your ends correct. So, there. Make sure it's even, make sure it's straight. There. And then the top. I wish I could have a different thing, you guys, but this is what it is. Hope you guys, like I said, this is content. This is not talking about anyone else. Of course, I'm gonna throw some shade throughout it. At people who don't have content, who screaming they have content, this is all they do. That's why I tell you guys from the very beginning. It's sad to me. What's up, baby? How you doing? It's sad to me how people who don't have a lot going on in their lives come on here screaming like, "Oh, I have this and I'm so busy and then like that off of here. All I do is no. This is your life. You don't do anything else." Because my thing is, regardless of what kind of sector this is, if you're gonna beef, you're gonna beef. If you're gonna argue with somebody, cut somebody out, you're gonna do that regardless. But my thing has always been from the very beginning. Dylan can attest to this. Um, I don't mind the beefing. What else you got? What else you do? What else can you show us to show or show me to show me that you are a fully fledged human being? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, beefing is, I guess, cute, but at the same time, you need to be able to do something else. Show something else. What else are you going to do for? I'm sweating. Here's all glistening. What else are you going to do? What else are you going to show us that you can do more than just be? Like, did y'all hear? I watching Armand Wiggins show. I don't watch it a lot, but when it comes on my feed, I do listen, especially when something's going on. He was telling us about this guy that was on. Since I'm gonna need two pieces, I'm gonna cut two pieces out right here. So I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'll show you guys. You see the black line? Where's it at? Oh shit. See the black line going down? 10 1/4 inches apart from this end to that line. So I'm gonna do it on the other side as well. But Amon Wiggins was giving us a story about how this guy that was on Zeus Network and in I guess the Bad Boys Club, what it's called, and he wanted an opportunity to do something else. So I guess he got an opportunity to work on Netflix on a Netflix original show. They did a background on him, a background check on him, of course, because it was a Netflix original show, and found out that he was doing that Zeus stuff. And he was on screen fighting and arguing and fussing and cussing and doing all these things. And so although they offered him the show, they rescinded the offer and basically said, due to the fact that he has been seen on camera or in public acting a fool, showing his arse, you know what I'm saying? They had to rescind the offer. So that's what they did. They rescinded the offer. Now, hearing that takes me on account to, you know what I'm saying, y'all dear pastor, I should say, y'all dear friend, Jay Wilson. And I said, I ain't trying to beef with nobody, but I'm going to say what it is. I am going to talk about what I see, because as he says it, you put it on YouTube, we're going to talk about it. So let's talk about it. If you choose to change, quote unquote, your content or change how you deliver, quote unquote, content, you should first try to change your content. I'm just saying, if you're messy, fussing, cussing, arguing, prying into people's business, and that's your content, it doesn't matter if you're cussing someone out. It doesn't matter if you are arguing back and forth with someone. That doesn't matter. What's up, Ash? How you doing, baby? What matters is the content that you choose to deliver is still the same content. It's still the same mess. You know what I'm saying? You didn't kiss me. What? What? You didn't kiss me. You better give me a kiss, a big sloppy kiss. But no, that what matters. See, while I have been known to cuss and fuss and argue, oh, you ain't been okay. um, Oh, see, actually, don't get me started on some nasty content. I won't say because we have a little foursome up and through here. Let me stop. I'm not D Ramsey. Anyway, see, the shade is always going to be there. Like you can still have content showing you guys how to do certain things, how to install some floor tiles in your little space right here, and still be messy throughout it. But what is the premise of the content? The content is that something original, something someone else can't do. You know what I'm saying? Something that people aren't really giving you, because no one in this quote unquote sector is giving you this, giving you the BS and the nonsense, also giving you something educational. I told you the name Food Junkie, baby. I'm here to feed you. I'm here to feed your mind, your body, your soul, your intellect, your talents. I want that to be nourished. But anyways, that don't get the views. You know, so these people like the mess because they have no content and no talent. But anyway, back to Jay Wilson, or back to what I was saying about changing your image and changing what you think to get what you want. If the majority of your content, the majority of your existence here on YouTube, what I'm doing right now is measuring the other side. I'm using the same carpet towel I just measured 10 1/4 inches out of. I'm using the other side for the bottom half. And I also got to cut out, y'all gonna see this right quick. I also got to cut out this notch right here as well. So that's what I'm doing. See, measuring, measuring, measuring. You know, these socks are dusty because I've been running around in this dust all day. So I'm trying to read. Oh, yeah, dirty socks on, bitch. You know your pussy's dirty. Don't fucking play with me. I still cuss the bitches out. Don't ever get it twisted. I put these socks on clean. I'm walking around in dust and on the floor and stuff, dealing with construction with my damn flip flops on. So yeah, these shoes are gonna get dirty. Listen, so she's gonna get dirty. So don't play with me. My ass is cleaner than your face. Anyway, see how messy still, while still giving you content, while still doing stuff, because I'm so much more than just that. So like, you say you change your content, but yet you're doing the same shit, just a different way. You're still worried about Castro and Tommy. You're still worried about what's going on. You're into it with Hottie Fly. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, and it's still the same mess. It's still you over talking people. It's still you being nasty. It's still you being malicious in your tone and how you deliver messages. Was not. If you're really there to help Castro and Tommy do whatever they do, first of all, I don't know why y'all would worry about them. I really don't. Like, I don't no shade to nobody. I don't know Tommy. I only know Tommy through Castro and what y'all say about him. So, as y'all can see, there's two lines. And there's a little space right here, down the middle, that is not going to be used, or maybe used as the trim for the edge right there. So now you got your lines marked. You got your smoothie knife out. I wish I had something that I could like show and move and go around, but show you guys. I'm using cardboard so I won't scratch up my floors. The new floors I had installed down here in the basement, and you just follow this line. First, you score it. Scoring something means that you basically do a first cut, a first round, and always keep your fingers away from the blade. And you should be cutting away from you, but it's kind of hard to do it like that. But scoring something means when you actually kind of perforate it, when you actually before you do your deep cut, you just do a quick cut. You know, see, that first one's perforated. And you see how it bends? That's perforation. That's the right word. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. If not, look it up. But that's it right there. You perforate it. See, this one isn't perforated yet, so it can't bend just yet. But I'm going to perforate that one as well, and then I'm going to go back and do a real cut to it. But yeah, if you don't change your content, or if you're going to say you're going to change your content, or change the format of said quote unquote show that you have to actually change it. You actually have to do something different. You actually have to be able to do what you said that you're going to do. You shouldn't be doing the same shit the same way. Because you weren't known for cussing, Jay Wilson. You weren't known for doing that. While we know that you do it, what's that? New bed. I have a new bed. I got a new bed when I moved in here. I kept my old one, put it in the guest room, and used the furniture from the old guest room as storage, like the dressers and nightstands and stuff like that. See? Now it's perforated, y'all. So you have two perforated pieces of floor tile, carpet tile. So now you go back over it and do your cut. And it's much easier to cut through. I'm going slow because I'm trying to make sure I stay with the perforation. Now, the little fibers that is there, you just cut through. You know, I shouldn't be cutting toward me because I was telling my husband yesterday when we was installing the motion sensors down here, cut away from your body, don't cut towards your body. So I should be following the same rules that I'm trying to tell him to do. So yeah, so the extra fibers. Extra fibers and just cut it. As you can see, let me get in here. And this is just storage. See, fits there. Now we got to cut out. We have to cut out this side as well, and then cut out that little notch right there. I'll show you how to do that as well. So we perforate it. So you cut that out. See, because my goal when I came on here as a content creator was actually to create content. It really was. Believe it or not, I saw what was going on. I didn't like it then. I knew I'm going to talk my shit because that's what I do in real life. Talk my shit. But also know that I have talents that people don't have on here. Or I won't say don't have. Haven't shown on here. People walking around with moldy walls and moldy ceilings and falling apart ceilings and holes in bathrooms and all kind of shit. Talking mess while living in squalor. You can talk your mess. Talk your shit. But do it while doing something else. Okay. That's that. What I'm going to show you guys is, I'm going to show you this real quick. You see how it doesn't really go down? You still have the space right here that needs to be covered because it's blocked right here. So what I'm going to do is take my trusty tape measure and measure from this wall, this back wall right here, or the side wall, to the corner of this, and then from the corner of this space to back here. Then I'm gonna cut that space out as well. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead on. Gotta make sure they don't fall. And do that. So from the back wall, make sure I get it right, to that corner, it's 4.5 inches. So you write that down so you don't forget it. 4.5 inches. And then from the piece of wood to the front, it's 5.25. 5.25 inches. And then so you take your measuring stick again and you do, hold up, so you make sure it flips right, because if it flips this way, and if I measure it this way and cut right here, it'll be on the opposite side. So I have to cut that 4.5 by 5.25 on this side. So when I flip it face way, the cutout will be right here where it needs to be. Y'all get that? So when you cut and measure, make sure that you have it on the raw side or the side that's not being seen. So when you place it down, you don't make any kind of mistakes. And you want to make sure that you always mark it. If you have some tape or something, you can mark it with tape just to make sure that you're cutting on the right side, the right things. So yeah, it's going to be facing this way. So when I flip, and which is the cut side is right here, that's where the edge is going to be. So it's going to be facing this way, the edge. So when I flip it, I have to cut the 4.5 by 5 on this side. You know. So the 4.5, you cut 4.5 in. Well, sorry, you mark 4.5 in and 5.25 up. So you're going to do the 5.25 first. And you can use the measuring tape, or you can use the actual yardstick. The yardstick, I think, will give you a straighter cut. So that was 5.25. Where's my pen? Right here. That's 5.25. Right above the little line right there. So 5.25. And then you do 4.5 in. What's that at? Oh. You do 4.5 in. Make sure it's right. 4.5 in. And you can go ahead and excuse me. You go ahead and mark everything, because what you're doing is you're actually just making sure that everything fits properly. So yeah. So that's what you do. That's that. And now you just mark. Oh shit. Oh. That. I should have grabbed a Sharpie because it would been easier to see, easier to do. But I've done it. is done. What's this again? Let me make sure that that's right. Then you measure again just to make sure, you guys, you don't ever want to, you saying, you cut twice. That's right. Yep. You measure once and you cut twice. Now, as you can see, there is a little, what's that? Yeah. You can see the box. So you cut that out. The same way you did with everything else. You score it first. You score it first. And these carpet towels wasn't expensive at all. They were like probably less than $2 a piece. So if you want to change a space in your home, if you live in an apartment and you really don't like the flooring in your apartment, you can always go to any big box store. Y'all see, scored. Scored. You go to any big box store or outlet discount store, or wherever you feel comfortable with, whatever based on the price point, and ask for floor towels. And you can change the look of an entire room. You know, they have carpet towels and floor towels. They have ceramic towels, as you can lay those as well. A lot of things you can do. But yeah. Content with a little bit of do it yourself. DIY. Do it. DIY. Y'all know, last time I couldn't say that. I don't know what the acronyms are. So, that's this right here. Boom, 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 boom. Nice clean piece. Show y'all how it lays as we lay. That. You know, right there. And if I want, this is just a storage space, so I really don't need to do too much with it. Just something so it's not things that are not on the cement itself. These get damaged or something like that. I could actually, you guys, push. Could you see the little space right there? I could actually push these down so it could be flush with that, and put a strip back there. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So it could be completely done. So how it's like a little bit up right there. No, I can't do that because there's something right there that now I can't do. So it's fine. I can just put the strip down at the base. So about a 1 inch piece of carpet towel. Put right there. But yeah, pretty much it's done. If something spills on it, I have more than enough extra so I can just easily switch it out. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's it. Easy, breezy, simple. Not too much. A little bit of content, something different. A little bit of shade, as always. And that's what I require in this sector. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I don't know. I can see too much. That's it right there. That's it. Yeah. Oh, y'all saying too much. Oh, Jesus. Can't be saying all that. It's none of y'all business. It's none of y'all business. Oh, and the thing is, it's not even set up. It's just, I just placed some things. Right now. But yeah, basically that's it, y'all. Didn't want much. Took about 30 minutes for me to do all that. Not long at all. And I said, I have 2 more closets to do like this. Gotta clean those out. Gotta put those together. But I did this so I could get this room together because there's stuff that needs to go into this space that can't go into this space the way it was. So I need to put like the couch y'all saw with the red and brown pillows. Let me show y'all a little something. I ain't gonna show y'all too. Well, I ain't show y'all shit. Sorry. You want to see y'all? Y'all want to see a little something, a little scary piece? Sorry, Lord. Sorry. But yeah, this area I'm in right now, this is the first area you come to when you come down to the basement. It's a little lounge area. It has a high top table, like a little bar on top table. It has an actual bar that right now the liquor is in the boxes and stuff like that. Then there's the couch you guys saw. Then there's a couple end tables, a little console table, where hang some plants. How I'm gonna do these plants that y'all saw on the table? It's gonna be cool. Cause I'm doing kind of like a like have y'all been to the restaurants before, where when you go to restaurants they have like a flower wall where you take pictures and stuff at? I'm doing one of those walls down here as well. 'Cause this is like the lounge club area type of area. So I'm doing one of those little walls where the flowers gonna be on the wall, hanging and stuff like that. Um, so I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be really nice. My husband don't like a lot of flowers and stuff, but he'll be okay with that one. He'll like it's happening. It's happening. So okay, all the that's the way. But when he saw me pull it up like a little template of it, he's like, oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Don't ever question my design aesthetic. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. No, this is third. It's third. This is the third. We had one in Charlotte. We had a little townhouse here. Um, you know, and now this is the third house. The house in Charlotte sold for double the price that we paid for it. We got it during the last recession. Was it recession? Yeah, during the last recession. So it like doubled in value. So we was renting that out. So but now we sold that one. So it doubled in price. Um, yeah, I love where I was staying at before. Had that, and then now we got this. You know, but yeah. So so that's it, y'all. My little closet. I need to put like we have a bunch of boxes that we're not going to be using. We're supposed to put them in the garage. Um, put them in here. You know, to keep everything nice and neat and pretty cool. Like this is a space under the stairs. Like this was a wall right here. It was just a wall going straight through. I'm like, well, no, we're not gonna waste that space. Let's use that space for some storage. You know what I'm saying? Storage solution. So I had one of the things I had the contractor to do was cut off this wall, do some drywall in here. But they use it for storage, like their extra paint and stuff like that. So I cleaned that all out earlier today. Swept it up and cleaned it up last night, and this is what we have today. Finished product, y'all. Finished product. Like this video. Like I said, y'all know I give you a little message once in a while, but my main goal is not mess. My main goal is to educate and to instruct people to be your best self, to do your best, to live your best life. And yes, do I see the nonsense? What's up, Little Shop Baby? How you doing, sweetheart? I just showed them how I installed these carpet towels. That's what I did. This is what video's about. You know, under the stairs, the storage space under my stairs that I installed these little carpet towels with. So that's what I did. That's what this was. No muss, no fuss. You know what I'm saying? No need to cuss. But yeah, like I said, you can be messy. And you also have different content. You can also be original. You can also be yourself. But the problem I have, one of the biggest problems I have with this sector right now is everyone wants to do the same thing. Everyone sees that, oh, this works for that person right there, so let me try it, and completely fails with it. We see how people tried to take the cleanup, how people tried to take swipe left, how people tried to, what I'm saying, everyone's doing a version of, what I'm saying, Mad Day Mondays. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember I was the first one to do Mad Day Mondays where I'm recapping what happened throughout the year. But it's like, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a nobody. Try to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. And that's yourself and the Lord. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. I can't sing, but baby, I love that song. I love those words. That is so true. So, so true. The kitchen's already done. The kitchen's already done. That was the first thing. I told y'all when we first moved in here, the kitchen was supposed to be done before we moved in, but we went almost a week without a kitchen because when we moved in, because they didn't get the countertops in time. Kitchen's already done. Like I said, we have boxes everywhere, so that's why I'm trying to get all the storage spaces and stuff. Like we don't use everything. Like we have so much shit. Like we have so much shit, and we have like wine glasses, like all kind of glassware, plateware, stuff like that that we use for special occasions. But we don't have enough space to put it in. I don't want the house to be too cluttered and feeling like claustrophobic. So that's why I need more storage space. Like there's a big closet and there's another space like this on the other part of the stairs that I had them cut out and do that. So I gotta go in there, clean that up, sweep that out. Well, it's not, make sure everything is good there. Lay some carpet towels down on there so we can start um, putting storage stuff in there. Like in here, that's like going to be like I said, we have a full bar, but we don't have enough place and space for well, we do have enough. Well, with me being the innovator that I am, um, we don't have enough space for everything. But do I want everything out and seen all the time? No. So I want to be able to change stuff around, put stuff up, like our games and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like our games. I have to buy like a hanging rack. Plus, I need to buy some storage solutions for the closet so we can start putting stuff in that closet as well. Not because not a coat closet, not a clothing closet. It's just going to be like a closet, which is going to have a hanging rack or a shelf, I should say, up top, and then like a storage solution underneath it, so we can start putting stuff in there as we need to, as we continue to unpack stuff like that. But yeah, that's what we have, you guys. Hope you all enjoyed the little quote unquote tutorial, a little bit of shade. But like I said, shade, no shade, care, don't care, respond, don't respond. I really don't care because it's not about me trying to argue, fuss, and fight with people. It's about me telling the truth. You can't say you're going to change your content and your content is the same. You're delivering the same thing. You're doing what you've always done. Just for the past couple of weeks, you was cussing and fussing, acting a fool. Okay, we all do that every once in a while. But don't come here and say, oh, I'm changing the format, I'm changing the content, everything gonna be different. And it's all the same. It's the same bullshit, it's the same mess, it's the same being nosy in people's business. It's the same. It is what it is. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I need to do, I mean, after I finish running some errands right quick, I'm going to the garage and start sanding that down and getting that ready to paint. So yeah, so that's gonna be that. But I told you also I found I found well we all always knew I had it. I just had a place to put it. I have like a little waterfall that changes colors, and the colors like blue, red, green, and I think white, whatever it can be. But since it's going into so if I want that natural beachy type water type feel in that room, I'm putting that waterfall in that room with the natural branches from that tree. So it gives you that like that salvaged wood from the beach vibe in that room. So when you come in, when you first come in the house, it's nice and airy and like relaxing when you first come in. If when you look into that room, so that room's like a calming blue and neutrals and natural like waters and flowiness and stuff like that. So I want that vibe in that room. And across the way is if you know anything about color theory, it yellow. That's why we realize yellows and reds is what a lot of restaurants use because those are the colors that entice your appetite for eating and stuff like that. So that room is like red. The accent colors in that room is gonna be is red. So we have blue and red, and in the front when you go down the hall, there's the breakfast area is like a white and neutral because the cabinets are like a natural oak color. So like painted white and oak. And then the other room y'all saw as well is like grays and greens and you know what I'm saying, beige and stuff like that. So very, I don't want too much color like bah 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 because you get tired of that because there's other places in the house and then it'll be with paintings and stuff like that that I put up. But I want the base of it to be something that can be easily rearranged throughout the year and depending on how we feel. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. Like I said, like you think people haven't downloaded already or already smashed up those videos when you was cussing and fussing and being messy and da da da. Please, like all this. Oh, I'm changing my. You can't change if it's not in you to change, and it's okay. You know, it's okay. Be who you are. People like you for who you are, or don't like you for who you're not. So let me see. Oh yeah. So like this right here, this little piece right here, you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut. Let me do a little measure right quick. I think it's about 1.5 inches. So cut 1.5 inches from that. And that is, yeah, that's that space. To cover it, so it's completely cover the whole thing. Yeah. Say 1.25. 1.25. Well, yeah. Thank y'all so much for being with me. Thank you so much for checking me out, watching me do my thing. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like content is everything. It really is. Like this right here, I could have done this and not showed y'all anything or come talk to y'all. You could be watching this. Y'all remember Miss Gina used to show us her cleaning her house? That's content. And would she cuss a bitch out? Would she have done several times for talking crazy about her kids? Yeah. But she still showed us content. It was still content that she showed us. You know, people who think the content is only talking shit about somebody else or talking mess about somebody else, that's not content. That's laziness to me. It really truly is. It's laziness. You can't sit up here and think that, oh, I'm I'm doing what everybody else is doing. Oh, I need to do what everybody else is doing. Oh my God, this is what everybody else is doing, so I need to do it too. No. Be different. Be yourself. Be original. You know? Like you can't sit up here and act like, you know, you're perfect and the reality of it is none of us are. None of us is perfect. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna get in our feelings every once in a while. We're all gonna talk some mess. But my question is, what do you do besides that? What else can you do? Hey, Misha, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Miss Gina heard was in Africa somewhere doing those movies and stuff. I'm not quite sure what she's doing in Africa, but they said she married an African guy and he moved her to Africa and good luck to her. But yeah, like although she's beef sector was not, she didn't. Her content wasn't all about beef. Her content was doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy how people pigeonhole themselves, pigeonhole yourselves, you know, and think that y'all doing it. Like, okay, is that what you call doing it? Good luck to you. Because if this thing choose to get shut down or shot down or cut off or y'all stop getting y'all money or getting y'all numbers the way y'all want y'all numbers to be, what else do you have? What else can you do? How else can you transition? You know? Can you do something else?
Do you have talent? Do you have a eye for things? You know. Um, don't get me lying. Was it M MZ Gina? Something talks. So like something different. I think it was that. I'm not quite sure. Don't get me lying to you though, baby. Don't get me lying to you. Don't get me lying to you. So I'm just cutting that little strip out. Like I said, this is in the basement. This is extra space. This is extra storage. No fuss, no muss. No need to cuss. What I'm doing first is, like I said, score it. And to score, you're just going to do a quick little preparation of said product. Then you go back in to do the deep cut. You know, see how it can bend now because it's perforated. Then you go in to do the cut. Gina thought that my name was about junk food. Food junkie. She's like, oh, I thought when she first met me, she was like, oh, we talking about food and da da da. She actually gave me the idea of actually eating on camera. Because after that is when I did my first ghetto little food thing where I was eating what was it? I was eating Rhino sausages, potted meat, whatever it was. Not because I had to, because I wanted to. You know. Just go ahead and cut those little fibers that they get cut. You know, when you're cutting carpet, see that little piece right there. Goes right there. See how that finish it off? Yep. You know, that's it. Yep, that's done, y'all. Clean this up, run my errands, come back and work on the next two. Well, I won't say clean up, straighten up, put everything off to the side in a corner somewhere. And that was only, what, three carpet towels, y'all? Two by two? Not even three, because you have leftover carpet towels. You know, you have the scraps. You know, we have this piece still that if we need to do a border somewhere else, we have it for the border. We also have the two corner pieces as well that we can use if we need be. You got a ball on the budget, y'all. You can't be walking around here acting like you not on the budget. He's on the budget. He's just creative and talented, so he can make a budget work for him. And I like how it like kind of have that horizontal, vertical look to it. Yeah. See, you even add a little design aesthetic to the small spaces, y'all. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for spending time with me. For showing you this. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all little stuff here and there throughout the process of us getting this house together. Like, ain't much happening, ain't much going on, just doing me. Doing me, y'all. Doing me. Anyway, space was so light and bright. Light and bright. I was gonna put another light in the middle right here, and so I could use that. I was using these bright lights all the time, or put these lights on a dimmer. Now, these lights are bright as hell. You can have a party with these lights being bright. But I also have a light machine as well that I was thinking about installing in here. So we're in this do 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 do. Have that little light going. Y'all. Love you guys. As always, it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important you love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. This is your boy Food Junkie, and I will talk to you crazy kids on a later time. Until then, bye bye. Peace, y'all.